Hey everyone, I'm Spirialis. Super excited to be showing off Back to the Heavens today. I'm joined by 3 friends on commentary. You all want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Evansfight. I go by Scott.
I'm Coral. Spirialis shows these cool games and then I get to play them. Awesome.
And I'm ceroro, and I made Back to the Heavens. Yeah. So I want to do a quick summary on this game since it's going to go really, really fast, really quickly. You can't run, you can't jump, but you do have a bat to get around, and the goal is to get to the top. But there's a whole lot to explore, a lot of skills to master, and a lot of secrets. It's a pretty hard game where you'll struggle a lot when you start, but when you get good, you'll go really fast.
All right, and with that, let's go ahead and get started. We'll be starting the run in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go! All right, here we go. Just like Ceroro said, you don't actually have many options as far as movement. As you can see, we're just kind of scooting around the ground awkwardly here. We don't even have our bat yet, but we're gonna do our first fall of the game, and we're gonna get the bat real quick. We're gonna turn into a ball, so we already have some vertical momentum, and we're gonna time our bat swings, and we're gonna do a bunch of air swings, or bat swings in the air to manipulate our momentum, which is all very meticulously curated so that we can land specifically and on certain ledges and set up every certain little jump. We get into little holes just to collect everything we can. Now we're doing 108% here, and you may have there's Creature, by the way, shout outs. It's 108%, so you may have correctly surmised that we're gonna do pretty much everything in the game, and that involves getting all the collectibles like the fizzy ice cream that you just saw, all the postcards, and the log, of course, which you may have noticed at the very beginning of the game, those little rectangle things that spin and make funny noises. There are other collectibles we get, such as elephants, other baseball bats that we need to get, and some other special collectibles that we'll get to later, particularly involving Butter, that character we just talked to a couple seconds ago, and this one right here. We need to talk to her repeatedly so that she ends up at her final location to give us one collectible at the very end. We also need to get all these lanterns, which function as checkpoints. They kind of separate what we call puzzles throughout the game. We do need to get all of them in order to get 108%, and we also need to visit every single area. So there's a lot to do in this game, including this area, which is our little warp zone that you get to by holding a certain sequence of inputs that you can find out on your own if you play this game, but we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden tech in the game, and you pretty much learn it as you go along. A lot of the tech they're using is stuff you learn like halfway through the game, so at this point you'll probably just be struggling.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just zooming right through every single level here.
Wording this big time.
Yeah. So one of the gimmicks of this game, or not really gimmicks, but like you've probably noticed that there are no, like, as a platformer, like normally it's like transitions or like screens or whatever. This game is one huge screen. So as you can see, like Spirialis kind of skipped, like he did the warehouse backwards, like from the top to the bottom instead of the bottom to the top, because you're trying to go up, not down. And this opens up a lot of like really cool strats and ways to kind of route the 108% category, because like again, there are so many ways to go up, go down. You will be going down a lot as you play casually, but you can go up a lot as well. We'll see that a ton throughout the game. And one more thing, you don't just have a bat. You have some awesome collectibles, like key items, as you can see. Also a key item, very soon, actual master key, because there are doors in this game, and there's like, it's all locked until you find the key.
You need one key.
Yeah. And right
Yeah,
here.
pretty much I wanted to limit all the collectibles to things that would be pretty useful. So there isn't too much to collect, but everything you collect is immensely useful. But in order to beat the game, you really don't need anything at all. You just need to master your skills.
Yeah.
It's worth saying that everything we've done so far, we've gone through a lot of locations, and like Coral said, this is all one big screen, so you're not necessarily pigeonholed into doing it exactly in order the way it's intended to, but it just so happens that we get the collectibles as we go up. So we, for the most part, do all the little areas pretty much in order. We're gonna have our first elephant coming up here. Elephants are a special kind of collectible. There's only 7 of them. They're more well hidden than the other ones. There it is. We need at least 5 of them to get a certain collectible, but there's 7 in the game.
Yeah, a funny thing about them is that there's actually like a small little hint that shows you that they do exist, but in order to find them, you have to like be pretty dedicated to the game, and this game's already as hard as it is just completing it naturally.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And oh, crazy skip.
When I first beat the game, I genuinely didn't know that elephants existed. Like you can go through this whole game without finding like almost. Like I had 30% when I completed the game. I'll be honest. I'll be so real.
I think I might have had
so many
about
secrets.
50. But yeah, you don't actually need anything here. The only thing you need to beat the game is the bat.
Yeah.
In fact, you barely even need to slide or ball around. It's this hub in particular, actually, that teaches you how to slide, how to turn into a ball, and how to do what we call slide jumps, where you slide along the ground and you swing your bat down to give you both vertical and horizontal speed.
Yeah.
So everything we've done up to this point, you can do it totally without any of this cool stuff we've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is pretty notorious because a lot of people are. It's like, oh man, this place is awful. Sand. Everyone hates sand.
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. We have a cool strat here, found by our friend Tom. Shout out Tom. Yeah. He did that casually, where he like kind of just slid forward there and then swung backwards twice off the wall. It's very precise and very hard, and I've never even done it once. And I've played this game for 100 hours. This game is just so cool. There's just like the normal intended strats, which if you watch Ceroro do her dev playthrough of this game, she makes the game look easy because she knows all the answers and she knows how to do everything. But it's when you really get down to it and you really get into the nitty gritty, this game breaks wide open. You're really gated by your knowledge and what you can do and what's possible and what you've tried and what you haven't tried. Shout outs Butter.
Nice. We didn't go to Mullet Town there.
Not yet. Oh gosh, what was I saying?
Yeah, well, it's part of why like you have to build up all your experience. But like I like to leave a lot of flexibility in the puzzles, so players, if they feel like they're having trouble with a puzzle, can find their own way. But the intended solutions generally are the cleanest and also pretty quick too.
This is Cardi. We can only talk to her because we got the master key to open this door.
Say hi to Cardi. All right, bye Cardi.
Yeah, there she goes.
Bye, Cardi. We mentioned Tom earlier. Can I squeeze in something really quick?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go for it.
We got a $100 donation from Tom that says, always be ballin'.
Yeah, that's right.
And please make sure everyone remember to put your donation toward an incentive. We are, less than $200 away from the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage bonus bone dance run? Let's go!
Yeah, be sure to donate for that incentive. Coming up, we got Basin 21, which is this guy here's favorite hub in the whole game. It's very cool, very fast, and very satisfying to play and watch. So take it away,
Yeah,
buddy.
this place is like the most clipped. Like I see clips of this area a lot on the street because every time someone beats this area, they're just like, oh my God, this was like insane. And I'm very happy to see that.
No, yeah. So the main gimmick of Basin 21 is that there's a lot of ice everywhere. So combine ice with the fact that you can just like kind of augment your momentum with these fences and with a lot of other stuff, and you'll be able to go really fast. Like, see here. Oh, never mind. Nope, stop. We need to talk to Butter real quick.
Stop.
All right.
Butter time.
All right, we'll save and quit here because the game's auto-save cycle runs on like every 2 seconds, and sometimes it doesn't count that you've talked about it, so we'll do that real quick. Okay, so now here, we'll be doing this big skip here. We're not just gonna go to the left, we're going to bounce left up to get this fizzy here, and then we're sort of entering this secret path to get our last main key item, which is the blade. We'll be going up through this secret path backwards. And now see here, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna sink into this floor, of course, and get the blades, the roller blades. So now we're going to clean up a couple other things here. There's a lot of collectibles in this area. Go for it.
If you thought it was fast before, the rollerblades just let you go even faster, because I was just like, you know what, that seems like fun. I'm just gonna put that in.
Yeah, with the rollerblades, this game breaks wide open.
Yep.
You have some serious Gouda cheese on your hands when you get the rollerblades. For one thing, they allow you to skate real fast. That's just like the normal, regular purpose. But also, whenever you equip them, you get a substantial vertical boost. No matter where you are, you could be in the air or you could be on the ground. Nice. And you can actually hold a horizontal direction to get a diagonal boost. And just like casually, just knowing those things, it's very easy just to gain infinite height wherever you are, anywhere in the whole game, pretty much. But that's slow a lot. But we do abuse the mechanic quite a bit. We have another elephant coming up here. The last one, or not the last one, the fifth one, not the last one. the last one we need for a certain other collectible we'll be getting here, which is probably the next most important key item. But before we get to that, we got a really cool technique coming out. The only wrong warp in the whole game, where we mentioned this game is only one screen, and that's true, even when we abuse the warp zone like we're about to. But the way we get to the warp zone is it, instead of teleporting you right there, it teleports you a tenth of the distance, and then 2/10 of the distance, and then at the end it calculates where you go. So if you collide with a checkpoint on the way to the teleport, you just warp right there. And that's the only time we do that in this category.
It's funny because part of the reason is that I had to like reprogram how warping works because I couldn't just like move players instantly from one area to another without causing immense loading issues.
One mechanic we haven't gone over yet are these vector blocks, these little things. You can hit them up to 3 times, and they store what your momentum would have been when you hit them, and then they go off a certain amount of frames later. It's actually a really difficult mechanic to grasp to start, but it becomes a little bit intuitive later. Yeah. Now we have a big skip. We gotta, remember I said we have to go to every area. Well, there's one way up in outer space, and it turns out the best way to get there is by shooting us way up from there, and it's good to get that first try. That's really hard. Using the elephant bat. And the elephant bat has this really unique property where it actually multiplies your speed by 10%, I believe, every time, no matter which direction you swing it. So you can just swing it side to side like you saw Spirialis do there, and you can gain a bunch of vertical momentum going down and a bunch of vertical momentum going up. And because it's exponential, it's actually very volatile. If he's even slightly off on any of those swings, it's very possible for him to just be in the complete wrong spot and have to do the trick all over again. But he got it on the first try, which is really, 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 really good from him.
Yeah, so now we're at this, we kind of skipped an area, if you didn't notice. So now we have these sort of like ice blocks. Sorry, I call them ice, but
they're glass, question mark.
It's okay.
So pretty much these glass blocks are colored in a sort of way where it depends on your speed, and if you have enough speed relative to each color, you can break them. So like certain colors require more speed, right? So that's pretty much the main gimmick of this area. You can kind of see the puzzles start getting a bit harder since you kind of need to craft ways to build more speed with this air charge block, if you want to explain the air charge block.
Yeah, the air charge mechanic is another, yet again, very broken mechanic that you can use to solve puzzles simply and intendedly, or you can use them to make an absolute mockery of any sense of direction this game may have implicated.
Yeah, the any percent run makes great use of this block and like completely lowers the time down.
For this category, I mentioned that we, for the most part, do all the hubs like pretty much in intended order. We did skip one, and we'll go back to it, and we'll do it top down later. But for the most part, we do things in order. Any percent does not do that. Any percent is a 3-minute and 59-second run, and they do not do all these areas.
May I sneak in with a big announcement?
Yeah, of course.
We have met that Spyro 2's Ripto's Rage Bone Dance Run!
Thank you.
So folks, that means that we can turn our attention to the Super Mario World 11 exit one-handed run, which has already raised over $6,000 of the $60,000 goal. Thank you all so much for your generous donations.
Hi, Butter.
Yes, this is our penultimate visit with Butter here. We have one more later, when she'll finally give us that collectible we've been waiting for. This is Terminus. This is kind of sort of asterisk the final challenge for a casual playthrough. It's a really long section. There's no checkpoints here except for the one where we saw right by Butter. And we have to get all the way to the top while this angel chases us with a sword. And the sword doesn't technically hurt us. It just launches us up. So if you see these purple X blocks in the ceiling and you're wondering why would anybody ever hit that, the angel's supposed to hit you. 24. 26? Washed. But doing all of that in under a minute gets you the S rank for the whole gauntlet, and it allows you to walk over to the left there and get the angel bat, which has the property of reducing gravity whenever you have it equipped, which we will use a couple times.
Yeah, I'm surprised how fast that has gotten.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
And this is another crazy fast puzzle.
Yeah, to do Terminus in under a minute is not a small feat, by the way. You have to really lab out some fast strats. It's not something you can do just by doing what you did casually, but good, which is how a lot of speedrun achievements work in this game. You really gotta get into the laboratory. Coming up here, we have our hamster friends, and we're gonna see 5 hamsters, and they're gonna be running on wheels. And hamsters in this game have the property of manipulating the ebb and flow of space-time. So whenever we interrupt them on their daily duties of running on the wheel, you're gonna see the real time of this game slow down until when we finally interrupt the 5th hamster, it's gonna slow down all the way to a stop, and it's going to force close the game, actually, until we reload it and we come back in. That's the 1st hamster. That's kind of the hidden hamster. The other 4 are in this room right here. So as soon as we hit the 4th hamster, you're gonna see the game slow down all the way down to 0.1 frames per second and then fizzle out and crash.
Yeah, the funny thing about these hamsters is that I did send out my Steam requirements and they approved them, and what I wrote them was like, this game was powered by 5 hamsters, and then I posted on Twitter and it went viral, so I had to put them in the game.
Nice.
Art mimics reality after all.
Indeed, looks like those hamsters were truly powering the game after all.
The major point of doing all this was actually to get another bat, which is the second to last bat we get in this run. When we use it, it slows down time, just like the hamsters. But first, we have the elephants, our friends that free the hamsters. This is what you guys donated for. Thank you very much.
The first half of it.
Yeah,
There's gonna be more.
We'll remind you in like 14 minutes.
Yeah,
They'll come back.
yeah, they're coming back, but right now they're gone.
Yeah, the funny thing about this secret is that it's completely optional and doesn't add anything to your percent. So it's just like, if you find it, it's a secret for you to discover.
There are so many secrets in this game. Like when you see 108%, it's like, oh my gosh, we're getting everything. We're really not. There's so many like cool little Easter eggs and cool little secrets in this game that like you can play and you can find them all on your own. I promise you, we're leaving a lot left to be discovered here. And that's not even including the fact that this game just got a major update a month ago, the 1.1 update, which 2 out of the 3 people you see have played.
Now, who's that?
Oh, who's that?
Who could it be? We don't know.
You gotta trust me on that.
Yeah, it's funny because like I only started working on the update after the game got announced for DDQ and RTA in Japan, and I was just like, I want to give my thanks to the people who enjoy the game so much. I was just like, I gotta make an update for everyone.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank
It's
you.
really cool to see so many people enjoying the game.
The update has been like super cool.
And,
Yeah.
there's been lots of love for the game, for you, all your hard work, Ceroro. So I'd love to share some messages when we get a good time.
We're gonna go into Creature Cave here, and then after that, we're gonna head into what we call like the post-game challenge, Challenge Creature.
There's one
Until we
more.
get there, you can read a couple donations or announcements if you like.
Sounds good. Is that now?
Yeah, that's now.
Okay, wonderful. We got a $5 donation from Yoshi Pro saying :3C. Very cute, very simple.
Thanks.
We also had $10 from Queen Magnolia saying, after you all play this for a while, I'm finally learning what the heck is going on. I'll be playing it soon. The movement looks awesome. Best of luck, Spirialis. And we have $10 from Gwe saying, I followed Ceroro for so long and loved seeing this game coming to life. It's so cool to see it now on the GDQ stage. Congrats, Ceroro, and good luck, Spirialis.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Anyway, this is Villa's Drain. This is like our post-game challenge. There's pretty much nothing in here that you need to complete the game under normal circumstances, but there's some really hard puzzles, and it's got some really interesting design, including a couple new mechanics. You may have noticed that when we went ball mode, we actually skipped along the water. That gets used a couple times in here. We're also going to be introduced to the float block, which when you hit it, it totally disables gravity for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And you can use that to like carefully like manipulate your trajectory so you can get where you need to go. We'll see that get to use, I think, right after this puzzle, right after we generate, a boatload of speed to fly through a bunch of ice blocks. So they're called.
Yeah, so like this area, Village Drain, one thing that you might notice that we're going actually down and not up. And it's kind of just like the final post-game challenge. Like not really post-game, because maybe you'll find it if you're dedicated enough, but this is really just, everything's stripped to its core. Like it's just like the fences, like, and then like, there's just solid color.
This is really precise movement here to get what's usually the last fizzy ice cream people get. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup later. Right now we only have 16. That means we have 4 left to get. But that one's really, really tricky. I think it takes most people a long time to get that one because it's so precise, and you really have to figure out exactly how many swings you're going to do and when, and nice slopes. But we haven't figured out to a science at this point.
Yeah. About this area is that like it's completely hidden, but if you pay attention to the world and you pay attention to some of the lore, yeah, there's lore in this game, you'll be able to figure out the location and how to get in this place. And it's really cool that people do discover it through that reason.
Pretty much all the secrets in this game have some sort of hint for certain eagle eye observers. I don't have eagle eyes. I need to cheat a little bit to find pillars of rain, I fear. But you can find quite a bit of stuff on your own. And if you're really dedicated, I think this game's really satisfying to really break apart and find everything it has to offer.
My experience for finding secrets casually, I found one of the only ones that I think ceroro maybe designed with a little bit of malice in mind. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I think she knows.
There's a puzzle here.
There's a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple. But there's a puzzle right here that we don't do. We can just, there's a hidden breakable ice block that we use the elephant bat to just smash through without having to do like the puzzle beforehand. And that's the end of the drain. We're pretty much at the end of the actual drain. Right now, we're gonna actually do some cleanup and get what the quote-unquote purpose of coming down here is for. All of a sudden, it's bright and sparkly and happy, and there's a dog. Hi, Jones. If we have to go in here and we have to talk to Villith, who is, talking to him actually gives you a percent. He's one of those weird things where he's not a collectible or an area or anything, but he still gives a percent. And after that, we're gonna scooch on over to the left and we're gonna get our last two elephants with a really cool trick here. We're gonna spin off the edge here. We're gonna start spinning our bat, and we have an air charge right now, and we're gonna keep swinging, and we're gonna keep using the elephant bat to multiply speed, like I said earlier, get a whole bunch of vertical speed, get all the way up here into space, and then kind of crash into the mountain here. And then we're gonna do one more fall where we precisely fall into an elephant-sized, which is actually small, a small elephant-sized spot on the ground, collect it, do a crouch-canceled elephant bat swing on the ground, and fly all the way back up so we can set up the fall to get the next elephant. And I believe I heard the sound cue for getting that elephant, so I think we're good.
Oh my God, we almost...
It's hard to tell that you even get it. You know, hopefully we don't get to the end and see 107%.
That happened in practice.
It did happen in practice, but I think I heard the sound cue. I think we're okay.
I think I did too, yeah.
There's our 7th elephant, so we're done with elephants. We just gotta wrap up some fizzies. Oh, we gotta talk to Butter one more time. Yay. She gives us this little card with a serious number that I don't know what it means. It's only 9 numbers, so don't try calling a phone number. We're gonna come down here. We're actually right above the very beginning area of the game where we just kind of walked outside of her house. And we're gonna get the 2 fizzy ice creams right above here. And we're gonna collect 2 more. Oh wait, then we're gonna go down here and we're gonna get the postcard first. And then we're gonna go into everybody's favorite area, Sand Hell. And just to get into Sand Hell, we need to sit on this pedestal here for 30 seconds. So now's a great time for a couple donations if you got any.
20 seconds. Absolutely. We got $15 from Reki Emperor saying, "What the meow? Back to the heavens on the big stage. Congrats to ceroro for getting her name into GDQ, and good luck on the run, Spirialis. Knock this one out of the park."
All right, here we are, Sand Hell, and we're out.
Yay.
I hope you liked it. Now we're gonna make our way. Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta get this postcard. We get this at the end now.
Yeah.
We get that postcard for Bellweed, and then we're gonna make our way back to Port Naga, and we're gonna pick up the last 2 fizzy ice creams, which for the first one we have to get by, you're not gonna believe this, in this bat game, we're gonna play some baseball. I know.
All right, are these ethical pitches? Let me know.
No.
Let me know.
No, not at all. Not even remotely ethical, I believe. But
Yeah.
we have to get 50 here with a minimum, and we can't get 3 strikes, and this takes about a minute and a half. So if you have another donation, now's a great time to get 1 or 2 in.
Absolutely. We have $5 from Lexi going towards the Prevent Cancer Foundation, saying, thank you, Ceroro, for making one of my favorite games of all time. To other viewers, if anything about Bat to the Heavens seems interesting, try it out. It's a lot of fun. It's full of challenges that require a lot of precision and problem solving, and has so many fun little secrets at every corner. Also, trans rights.
Trans rights.
Yes, indeed. We also had a $100 donation from Akira Katayama saying, happiness is speedrun season. And what better way to start than with 3 games full of great movement? Have a donation on me, and let's smash all our incentives with a bat. That's right. And we have been smashing incentives all day long so far. And I do want to remind everyone about that $60,000 goal that we have for the Super Mario World 11 exit one-handed run. Over $7,000 already, but let's make that incentive absolutely smash, perhaps with a bat or perhaps with your donations.
Yeah, those are some really well-worded donations. Thank you so much for those. I just like to say that this game really is a joy to play. Like, you weren't kidding when you said speedrunning is like happiness season. This game is just so fun to play all the time, no matter how you play it. Casual, speedrunning, hardcore, looking for secrets. It's all just super good.
10.
I'd like to say, if you're familiar with, oh wow, bang on. If you're familiar with GDQ, if you've watched a couple events, you're probably familiar with the game Celeste. All
right.
The 3 of us, oh wait. That's a great jingle.
All right.
Anyway, the 3 of us here, we all have extensive backgrounds playing Celeste. And when we found this game, it's truly the first time I felt like that itch that Celeste scratched for me since it came out in 2018. This game is really just super special, but it's totally different, it's totally unique. You're really never gonna play another game like this, or so I say now, until we start getting bat legs flooding the market on Steam. But, fingers crossed on that one.
Oh, that would be scary.
Right now, we're on our way to what you donated for.
Oh, wait.
How do we do this?
I think I just...
Let's try again. Let's try again. We freed the hamsters. We're gonna find out where they went. We just gotta get a little precise setup here and some more elephant bat abuse, maybe.
Only got 1 hit on that fence.
Nope. This is really tricky. We need to get 2 hits off of this really thin fence. And it's very precise. You need a perfectly buffered second right swing off the
Just
fence.
need like really good right position off this tiny platform.
There you go. All right, that looks good. Smack into the mountain. Whoa! Get out of here, get out of here. Hold up. Okay.
I never thought this would happen.
No, we did. We actually did. That's a lie. Okay. Here are the hamsters. Here, we freed them. This is the hamster tree. We like the Crescentinae.
Word-sided.
Word-sided.
It's true.
They're truly free.
Yeah, free to explore space and trees and top of whatever this is.
It's something.
It's good to see the 1.1 update tech come in handy there.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, that's most of all we have to do. We're just gonna climb all the way back up, and we're gonna do one final little puzzle that takes place after Terminus. And after that, it's just a long vertical puzzle, and we're gonna go through a door at the top. We're gonna skate through a room, and we're gonna talk to one NPC, and then go through one more door. And when we go through that second door, not this door that we're about to make up here, the second door.
Do a little layup.
Yeah, a little layup. The second door we enter here, it's gonna be time. So it's coming up in a few seconds here. Talk to the receptionist. Name's Fish, don't ask how I know. And time.
GG.
What did we get on that? It was 29, 27, 59.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
good.
Pretty good time,
crazy
RTA.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how far this run has come, especially since Spirialis even made speedrunning tools to like really push it as far as it goes. But yeah, it's really cool to see all the speedrunners and people who enjoyed the game come together, because like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't yeah, I wouldn't be here right now, you know, on GDQ. It's just crazy to be here.
Thank you for making this game, Ceroro. You did such a good job. It's been so fun playing this. It's been so fun speedrunning this. It's a privilege to show this off to the GDQ crowd and everybody at home and all the donators. Thank you so much. It's really something special we got put together here, and couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my commentators. I'd like to shout out Crankdud and Kana for a lot of their work with finding strats in the game, as well as doing the Japanese translation of the game for Kana. Kana's put a lot of time and effort into this game. But other than that, it's been an honor to be the third run of the event. So let me go ahead and show the final stats screen, and that'll be it for me.
They're really dramatic about how they show your percentage here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fingers
I like
crossed I got
44.
108.
Oh, 44.
44. Yes.
Yay!
All right, that'll be it for me. Once again, thanks for letting me show off Path to the Heavens in this event, and enjoy AGQ, everyone.